With
Thanks, buddy. Good luck to you.
Greg, welcome aboard.
Hey, Greg, thanks for coming on with us this afternoon.
Thanks to Turning the Dirt for being out here with us this afternoon. Nice warm afternoon here, Burlington, VA, Burlington Motorsports Park, live on Smoking Speed TV. It doesn't get any better than that. It really doesn't.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day out here.
Yeah. So you were here. You've been here all summer since we've had this going on. How many events we had? I think we had three. Three at this point. I see that I walked back to your trailer back there yesterday, and you got all those tires out there. You got all kinds of cool setups going on. Tell us a little bit about your truck and what you've learned this year.
Well, we got a 3.0 truck. It's got a side motor in it. We got Nittos we bring out. We bring STSs because you never know what the track's going to be like.
Yeah.
Like last time we were here, we ran the STSs one night, and then we had all that rain. So if you try the Nittos, I don't know if it makes a difference or not, but you got to try stuff.
Sure,
you know?
yeah, sure. It's the only way you learn.
The 3.0 class is so competitive. If you ain't trying stuff, you ain't going to get nowhere.
Yeah. How many years has that truck been running?
We built that truck, I think, in 2015, I think.
So you got quite a few years under it now, and you're going to be starting out in second in points tonight with the truck. So what are we going to do to get her up there in first, huh?
I ain't sure. We made a few changes from the last time we were here, and it definitely seemed to help last night.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know if we're going to change much from last night to tonight. We're having to check the track conditions out, play with some tire pressure, but maybe pick a different gear or something. You never know.
I know you and your dad share this truck, so how much of a difference does that make when you let Dad sit in the seat and you come in the seat? Who runs it harder? Who gives it a little more?
Well, I would have to say probably Dad runs it harder.
He doesn't have to sit back and help you fix it much, right? He stands back there changing the wrenches is why. That's what it is.
But no, I wouldn't be running a truck like that if it wasn't for him. So
sure.
Yeah,
I'm grateful for that. And, at first he said, I don't need to run it. I get just as much out of it as you do. I said, no, you can run it. He run it one time and he was hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've said this so many times. It is a family sport. Not just dad, not just mom. The kids are out here helping. We've got teams that have got every member of their family have a job to do, whether it's from coming in, opening the doors on the hauler, getting it out of the trailer, or whatever it is. It's a family sport. And it makes it a lot better for you guys being a family sport. I mean, you're not hiring guys from off the street somewhere to come and help you guys. You guys are doing this yourself, and it's so much better that way.
Yeah, absolutely. I got a nephew that's, were you thinking about trying to get him to run it? I don't know if he'll run it, but my boy will be old enough to run it here soon. Maybe a couple more years you might see him in it. You never know.
So how many generations we got here today?
Well, got my grandfather here. He brought his motorhome up, which made it nice being a 2-day event. We didn't have to travel back and forth. And got my dad here, and of course me. Who knows? He might run it tonight. Maybe I'll let him run it tonight.
Wow, 3 generations here tonight, of bowling. That's awesome. That's just awesome. Great.
That's deep stuff,
Yeah.
And life is nothing without family. And,
You're right.
People forget that, you always find yourself going back, Family means the world to me, and I'm sure it does to you when you see you and your dad out here busting your tail on that truck.
We try to get my grandpa in it. He's like, I'm afraid to break it.
Hey.
It don't matter who's driving. If it's going to break, it's going to break.
The old saying, if parts ain't flying, you ain't trying. I mean, that's what we say on the mic all the time. Come on, especially to our lady pullers. I don't know why we do it so much to our lady pullers, but it's like, hey, girls, come on. If parts ain't flying, you ain't trying. So.
No doubt.
So how do you feel pulling this year? We just weren't sure how everything was going to pan out this year with the COVID and everything. I hate to keep bringing it up. I don't like to be political, but it's there. We weren't sure coming into May what was going to happen this year. I just think it's a great opportunity we're out here.
We didn't even know if we'd be able to get the truck on the track this year. With the way things were going, and pretty much all the local hooks around home there, they canceled everything. And then Sarah got hooked up with this, and I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, it's a little farther to drive, but it's nice that you can make it a Friday, Saturday thing. You know, if it works out, you can come up, camp out, spend the weekend, have a good time.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
And it shows from being out here since May. You know, we've had these 3 events here so far, and got like 3 or 4 more yet to go clear up through October.
Yeah.
And they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, we're going from pulling a couple hours to pulling, 7-8 hours now.
Yeah.
Even 12 hours. And I mean, they're just growing so much here at Burlington Motor Park. Like you say, it's convenient for the East Coast. It's not super far.
Yeah.
We've got guys coming from, the Midwest. We've got guys coming from Ohio, from the other side of Pennsylvania, Michigan,
Up north.
everywhere. Yeah, up north.
New
We've had
York.
it from New Hampshire,
Yeah.
Vermont.
Yeah.
So it's just, the guys are wanting to pull and get out here and go.
Yeah. So you're going into a big pull tonight, and how do you feel going into tonight's points pull?
Well, the pressure's on a little bit, I
Yeah.
guess.
It is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I didn't even know we were in second place, and
Maybe I should have kept quiet.
Well, yeah, it could be a little bit more nervous now going out there. Maybe you need to let Dad go tonight, right?
he's out. Well, all else we can do is, try to set the truck up, read the track the best we can, and hope for the best.
There's one thing I've noticed about 3-0 guys. We had Chuck come in here. He tried to cut his foot off. This guy comes in with a finger splint.
Yeah.
What's up with you guys?
Well, last week I went on vacation, and I've been riding dirt bikes all my life. Well, apparently I didn't learn everything about riding a dirt bike. But, that's another thing that makes it nice about me and Dad running it. There was a local pool in Snyder
Sure.
County, and Dad ran it, did a heck of a job, pulled it off, and he come up here, and, well, I didn't know if I was going to run it. I said, well, we'll see how my finger feels. I took my braces off so I could get my glove on and send it.
And I believe when you ran down there tonight, they won 2 times that weekend,
Yeah.
right? You had 2 wins down there, so congratulations on both of them. Dad, standing back there in the wings, congratulations on the wins down there.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys are going down there, and you know what? The truck's getting into that track, and you guys are laying down some passes, and it's just great to see that.
Yeah, we were having some problems there at the beginning of the year getting it to hook, it seemed like, with the rule changes and stuff over the winter, but we made a few more changes, and it definitely coming around.
Yeah, it's definitely a stout truck. And got any plans for Scheid this year?
I don't know, we talked about it, but you go out there, we went out there, when was that, 3-4 years ago, and I mean, that's a whole new ball game.
Yeah.
But if you've never been there, it's definitely
You gotta go.
an awesome experience.
You gotta go.
We're planning on taking the trip out this year. I want to see this run, and I'd be really excited to see you guys out there, because you know what? I believe that the guys from here, the 3-0 trucks, can go out there and they can put a hurt on
I
them
think
boys.
so. You guys are getting very competitive out this way. You really are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that year we went out there. I mean, we were still running a 5.9. Everybody out there was running 6.7
Yep.
plate motors. It's like, well, gonna send it. We didn't know what we were doing. Tracked it. Dirt's different.
Yeah.
We ended up, you got to qualify in the morning. Go out on the track. It's 40 trucks, from all over the nation, and we ended up qualifying both days.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think the first evening, we ended up like 6th out of 24 trucks or something like that. It was
That's
we
nothing
couldn't-
to be ashamed
couldn't
of.
have
Not
been
at all.
more happy.
Not at all. In a normal year, where do you guys normally pull? I realize you're coming up here with us a lot, and we so much appreciate that coming up with Smoking Speed. What a great organization Sarah and her crew have brought up. But a normal year, where do you guys usually pull? A lot of county fairs, a lot of brush pulls, or
Well, we normally ran down at Buck Motorsports Park there in Quarryville, PA, and Mason-Dixon Fair, which is not far from the Buck, and Snyder County, and we went up to New York there a couple years ago with Sarah. Sarah invited us up, and we started running with Sarah a couple other years, 2 years ago I think it was, and we can't complain one bit, and like this year we probably wouldn't have pulled hardly at all if it wasn't for Sarah, but getting this going on, so we really appreciate everything.
and we're going to be back up in the New England area this next year with 3 days indoors, I believe. We were supposed to be in Amherst,
Yeah.
Massachusetts this year in April, and of course the COVID thing kind of said, no, we're not going, but we're going back up 3 days next year, so be ready for that indoor bowling.
Yeah. So you're going into the night. You got the truck set up, you know. The payouts in the 3-0 class, I haven't really touched out on that. You know, how, as a puller, do you think they're good payouts, or where do you stand on that? You know?
Oh no, I think most places we pull on a 3-0 class is very good payouts for the most part. Sarah does an excellent job, you know, and there was a couple places, you know, they were pretty low, but we talked to the promoter, and they had no problem, you know, bumped it up a little bit, you know, because we got tons of money.
Well, that's the biggest thing. If there's a problem anywhere, go talk to your promoter, talk to whoever's running the pool.
Yep.
They're more than willing to go out and make this happen for you. You know, this is their business that they're trying to run. So they're not going to try to chase you off. They want to hear your input. And as a, you know, if you're a puller, a fan, whatever, we just want to hear it and know what needs to be fixed if there's a problem, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just going to help this league, help any league out.
9 times out of 10, you just got to go talk to them, and they'll do whatever it takes, you know, to keep trucks coming and help the sport grow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we sit down, you know, after each bowl, we'll sit down with Sarah, all of us, and we sit and talk about what we need to change.
Yeah.
What we, you know, if there's something, and not necessarily something we need to change, maybe just what we need that we've got going that we need to improve on just a little bit. And it's communication is what it is. It's open communication with everybody. You know, we're all a bunch of different clubs working together. We got to promote each other's clubs. You know, you guys are coming here from different clubs, different states, and everything else. We've got to promote all this together, guys, and that's what it's all about, is communication with everybody.
Yep. Hey, it was a pleasure to have you on our show today, and you know what? Good luck tonight. And if you think you let Dad drive, that's okay too. But, hey, pleasure having you out
Congratulations!
here.
Thank you for coming
Thank you.
to Turning the Dirt.